I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is Psychacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is you can only get better. This is good news, my friends. The pressure is off. Whenever you do over and over again, you will get better at. It's literally not possible to do something over and over again and get worse at it. This proposition requires neither hope nor faith. It's simply an attribute of the way that we are constructed. For instance, you don't have to hope that lifting a heavy thing over your head over and over again will make you stronger. It absolutely will, even if you have no positive expectation that it will. It's just the way things work. The flip side of this, however, is that you can get better at the wrong thing. This is because the principle of reinforcement through repetition is value neutral. Whatever you do over and over again, you will get better at. So we have to be very, very careful about what we do over and over again. If you're not careful, you can get better at avoiding, procrastinating, lying, binging, breaking your word, letting yourself off the hook, etc. I know some master procrastinators. I know some expert avoiders. And they've arrived at these specialties like anyone else through consistent practice. The key is to be mindful of the small things. This is because anytime we do something, we make that behavior just slightly easier to do the next time around, which makes it just slightly more likely that the person will choose that behavior again when conditions are met. And over time and repetition, that's how very firm pathways are created in our minds for good or bad. For instance, one cigarette does not give people lung cancer. So people think, what's the harm in one cigarette? It's not the end of the world. And people relent to the small vice. Well, that's true. One cigarette won't kill you, but it's not exactly harmless either. And the harm is precisely that it makes the second cigarette a stronger possibility, and the second makes the third an even stronger possibility, and that's how bad habits are constructed. On the other hand, one push-up does not make you strong. So people think, what's the point of doing one push-up? It's not going to make any difference at all. So people neglect the small virtue. Well, that's true too. One push-up won't make you strong, but it's not exactly worthless either. And its worth is precisely that it makes the second push-up easier, and the second makes the third even easier than that, and so on. And that's how good habits are built. What's the upshot? It's the small things that create the big, lasting habits of our life. So don't neglect the harmless or the worthless behaviors that you repeat, because whatever you do over and over again, you will get better at. What do you think? Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And if you'd like to schedule a consultation, you can reach me at psychackspodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.